After their worst year in more than a decade, after bleeding hundreds of thousands of subscribers, it looks like Netflix is ready to take desperate, drastic action in an effort to save their company. This is right on the heels of longtime CEO, a guy who's been with this company since its very beginning, Reed Hastings, suddenly just stepped down. Netflix co-CEO Reed Hastings resigns following disastrous 2022, will stay on as executive chairman. Almost feels like a Bob Iger situation where he knows it might get worse before it gets better. And then what do we hear just a day or so later? Hey, you know the 100 million people out there that are likely sharing passwords? Yeah, we're going to cut that off. We know that it might mean a lot of people unsubscribe from us, but at this point, we have to try to make sure that everybody who's watching us is actually paying, because otherwise, we're not going to survive. Bad news for Netflix freeloaders. Password sharing will be banned by late March, and at least 100 million viewers will be impacted. It's going to be interesting to see which way this goes for Netflix, because they've held off doing this for a very, very long time, even when they said they were going to institute it, because they thought, PR-wise, that if they did this, they might have more people that end up just canceling overall because they can't share their passwords with anybody, going over to a streaming service where maybe they can do that, as opposed to the people that will actually go ahead and sign up for themselves, because it turns out that when people don't have it, they don't miss it that much. This is a big, big gamble for Netflix to take. It's one they've been putting off for a long time, but it looks like at this point, they have no choice. This is the same company that recently instituted their ad-based tier because they thought, we'll just charge less and we'll have people watch commercials. It didn't go well for them. In fact, they ended up having to give the companies their money back who were running ads because they didn't sell enough, because not enough people signed up. Netflix is bleeding, and that's why they're doing this. The time Netflix freeloaders have long feared will soon arrive. Password sharing will be banned by the end of March. The company shared the news in a letter to shareholders, noting that widespread account sharing has exceeded over 100 million viewers. These individuals will be able to transfer their profiles to a new paid account, allowing them to carry over their preferences. Oh, I'm sure they'll be super happy about that. Netflix said 2022 has been a tough year due to its first subscriber loss in more than a decade. Its customer base fell by 200,000 subs in the first quarter. Today's widespread account sharing undermines our long-term ability to invest in and improve Netflix, as well as build our business. While our terms of use limit use of Netflix to a household, we recognize this is a change for members who share their account more broadly. Netflix, however, is aware some users will cancel their accounts, but those sharing can transfer profiles if they choose to open their own. You know, it's going to be interesting, too, to see how Netflix justifies this with their analytics, because right now they say they have over 200 million global subscribers. But I wonder if they ever, in order to make it look like, oh, look at the type of views we're getting, look at this, look at that, if they take those user profiles into account, the ones that are maybe shared, maybe one account has like 5 or 10 user profiles on it. If they ever utilize those things when they try to sell these ad-based tiers, not only how many subscribers we have, but how many daily users we have. This could be a drastic impact to something like this. And I would imagine that the people that don't want to pay for Netflix are going to find a way to not pay for Netflix anyway, if they really care about it that much. And overall, I think this smells of desperation from them, the same way the ad-based tiers did. It looks like after a year where you lost nearly half of your value in stock, when you lost hundreds of thousands of subscribers for the first time in a decade, when your CEO just suddenly steps down after this terrible year, with all the different competition in the streaming world, with people and companies in general tightening their purse strings all around the globe, it definitely feels like Netflix is getting a little bit desperate. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.